grounds to believe, on the basis of evidence collected and examined by my office, that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant bear criminal responsibility for the following international crimes: starvation of civilians as a method of warfare, willfully causing great suffering, serious injury to body or health or cruel treatment, willful killing or murder, and intentionally directing attacks against a civilian population, as well as crimes against humanity of extermination and or murder, persecution, and allegations of crimes of committing other inhumane acts. It's alleged that these crimes were committed in the context of the ongoing armed conflict and as part of a widespread and systematic attack against the civilian population of Gaza, pursuant to a state policy.
Israel has for years used escalation dominance, and when Iran gets nuclear weapons, that may change. Israel knows that it needs to finish Hamas, or it has to stay in Gaza under some conditions that will enable it to keep striking Hamas. Hamas, of course, doesn't want this. Hamas wants Iran to strike Israel. Iran doesn't want to strike Israel at this point because it's not quite ready with its nuclear systems, and it's afraid it will give Israel and the United States the pretext to strike Iran and take out its nuclear capacity. So Hezbollah is an arm of Iran, and this is a halfway measure by Iran to put pressure on Israel and to look strong in the Arab world, but it's not over. This is just a temporary pause in this as these two efforts struggle against each other.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report news break. Thank you guys for taking a break with me. We're going to talk about the things that you want to talk about. Lots of news today. We're going to be focusing on what's going on over in the Middle East and how that is affecting political careers and how maybe political considerations may be why this whole thing is happening. Let's take a look.
It's been coming for months, and now it's confirmed. Sarah Netanyahu indicted for fraud. The case against her, misuse of state funds connected to her husband's position as Israel's prime minister. The investigation started 3 years ago when a government official issued a report on excessive spending at the couple's official residence in West Jerusalem. She's charged with using nearly $100,000 from the official prime minister's residence budget for private chefs and food for family events, allegedly conspiring with an official to hide the fact that a residence chef was already being employed, and falsifying 15 invoices for the services of outside caterers. All very different from the Prime Minister's initial rebuttal of the allegations when he spoke of takeaway dinners in foil trays.
The fact that she is indicted, this is a sign that the judicial system and the police and the people of Israel are not willing to accept such a criminal behavior. And this is a bad sign for Netanyahu because they will start with his wife and will finish with him.
The Israeli Prime Minister understands all too well the position his wife has been in. In February, Israeli police recommended that he be indicted over 2 corruption cases.
I will continue to lead Israel responsibly and faithfully as long as you, the citizens of Israel, choose me to lead you. I am certain that the truth will be revealed, and I am certain that at the next elections, which will be held on schedule, I will earn your trust again.
The first involves lavish gifts of cigars and champagne offered to, and according to leaks, often requested by the Prime Minister and his wife, given by billionaire friends, Israeli-born Hollywood mogul Arnon Milchan and Australian tycoon James Packer. In the second case, Netanyahu is accused of trying to get favourable coverage in the country's second biggest newspaper by offering to hamper the activities of its main competitor. Another case, still under investigation, concerns allegations the owner of Israel's biggest telecoms company awarded Netanyahu favourable coverage in his news agency in return for the Prime Minister supporting beneficial regulations. So far, Benjamin Netanyahu has managed to ride out the political fallout from the police recommendation that he be indicted. But now that his wife has been charged, the scrutiny, the pressure stemming from these long-standing corruption allegations is sure to mount again. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, West Jerusalem.
Well, many of you may not understand, like, why can't there just be a deal? Why can't there just be peace? Why can't folks just live together? Well, there's a lot of agendas at play. There's a lot of outlooks and philosophies at play. And what we have to do is stick to what's right. And I'm telling you, that's going to put the world in a better place. But if we keep going and spiraling where we're going, it seems like it's headed to world war.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a major political scandal involving Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Let's get into the details. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is currently embroiled in serious corruption charges. These allegations center around the purchase of military submarines and missile-capable naval vessels. The controversy has been heating up since last Monday when Israel's anti-corruption agency issued a formal warning to Netanyahu. The alleged corrupt transactions took place between 2009 and 2016 during Netanyahu's tenure as prime minister. According to the anti-corruption agency, a thorough review of procurement documents has revealed irregularities in these purchases. The agency claims that Netanyahu not only approved these deals but also misused his power and position. This misuse of authority has reportedly jeopardized Israel's national security and harmed the country's diplomatic and economic interests. However, Netanyahu has not remained silent in the face of these accusations. On the same Monday, his office issued a strong rebuttal, stating that the submarines and naval vessels were acquired to protect Israel from threats posed by Iran. He asserted that history would vindicate his decisions, showing they were made in Israel's best interest. Israel's anti-corruption agency, established in 1970, has pledged to soon release all relevant information to the public. This is not the first time Netanyahu has faced corruption allegations. He currently has 3 other cases pending in Israeli courts. Many critics also link Netanyahu's policies to the dire situation in Gaza. On October 7th last year, Hamas, a Palestinian militant group, launched an unprecedented surprise attack on Israel, killing 1,400 people. Israel's defense system was momentarily overwhelmed, leading to a massive retaliatory strike on Gaza. Over the past 8 months, these strikes have resulted in the deaths of more than 37,000 Palestinians, mostly civilians, including women and children. The situation is developing, and we will continue to monitor and report on any updates. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay informed about this and other major news stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.
This morning we're grieving the death of 6 hostages. They should have come back alive.
We are very, very sad and very, very angry about our government, that all they does is care about their position in the government. It doesn't care about the hostages and doesn't do anything in order to release them.
My heart is broken. Those 6 were captured alive and they could be saved. They were murdered by Hamas after 11 months of surviving the torture of being a hostage in Gaza. It's a very sad morning. It's supposed to be a happy morning when all the little kids go to school, but it turned out to be one of the most devastating days in the last 11 months. We see firsthand that they don't have any more time. The hostages are dying in the tunnels by Hamas. They've been murdered, and we have no more time. We need them home now.
Well, thank you guys for taking a break with me, WD3, your Hill Report News Break. Like, share, subscribe. I would like to hear your comments on this issue. Very hot button issue. America is ally, is very known they're an ally of Israel. And Israel seems to be hated around the world for its political stances when it concerns the land of Israel and the Gaza Strip. But anyway, this is WD3. Like, share, subscribe. You Hill Report News Break, and we are out.